So, very good afternoon to everyone. We will commence our webinar for the day. This national webinar series is conducted under the National Institute of Agriculture Extension Management called MANAGE, an autonomous institute under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. MANAGE Center for Innovation and Agripreneurship. MANAGE CAA is an agribusiness incubation unit operating at MANAGE. MANAGE CAA is taking lead role in country for nurturing, supporting, developing, and stabilizing the agribusiness ecosystem. MANAGE CAA is hosting this series of national webinar titled Women-Led Agri-Startups for Development, starting from today to 7th February 2023. To support aspiring agripreneurs, agri-startup, farmers, students, women, youth, etc. to explore the innovation, scope and opportunities in different sectors of agribusiness ecosystem. This webinar focuses on highlighting the impact created by women-led agri-startup. As informed, this webinar series is organized in connection with G20 Summit taking place in India for this year 2023. A glimpse about G20 or the Group of 20 is an intergovernment forum comprising of 19 countries and European Union. It works to address major issues related to global economy. Its main objective are to promote strong, sustainable, and balanced economic growth, financial stability, and international trade and investment. With this brief introduction, we are raising the curtain for the national webinar series titled Women-Led Agri-Startup for Development. Women-led agri-startups are becoming more common and are seen a very way to address general imbalance in the industry and promote economic growth and subsequently in rural area. The topic for today's webinar is agri-startup in organic farming. In this webinar, the speaker will share the agripreneurial journey, scope, and opportunities of aspiring agripreneurs in organic farming and how they innovative adding value in empowering the nation and supporting the farmer to generate better income. So with great pleasure, I welcome all the three speakers and the participants to today's webinar on agri-startup in organic farming. So we'll start with the first speaker by introducing her, Ms. Geeta Maha. Geeta Maha is the founder of Maha Mangoes Private Limited with the brand name Ambaji. She is an electrical engineering by academics. She has worked in SBI as specialist officer for more than 25 years. Ms. Geeta always have a passion in farming and agriculture. Due to this passion, she started farming in 2005. She took VRS from SBI on 2015, and from then she is a full-time farmer and now a founder of an agri venture. I welcome you, ma'am, to the session. The floor is all yours. You can now take up, ma'am, please. And I request Saurabh to share the PPT. Hello?
Can I?
Yeah, you're audible, ma'am. You're audible. We'll be sharing our PPT, ma'am. You can start in meanwhile. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for coming on this forum. I am very excited to talk to you about my journey. I have been talking to only farmer friends or maybe my labor friends. But otherwise, to an elite forum like yours, I have never addressed. Thank you so much. I'm highly excited to share my business ventures with you. Can you put a slide?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Sure.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll leave. Basically, I'm an electrical engineer by profession. I have worked in SBI for more than 25 years. And I was always interested from the childhood in the gardening. I started actually purchase of looking for the land and the purchase in 2002. And in 2004, I bought about 4 acres of land in Zahirabad. Then I started looking, I was confident that I can do something. So then I took another 35 acres nearby, 30 kilometers from that place in 2005. This land had about 110 trees in those days. And I have taken that up bit by bit. I have taken development, and now today I have about 2,800 mango trees, 1,000 sitafal NMK1, and 300 guava trees. These are commercial crops, but otherwise I have innumerable other fruit trees also, like fig is there, banana, papaya, tamarind, Lakshman pearl, mulberries, citrus fruits are there. I cannot. Chiku is there, plenty of them. Avocado is there. So in this journey, initially, you can change the slide. Hello, you can change the slide. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. My philosophy was initially, I was never thinking so much because I had no background. I was totally new to this. I started with chemical farming only initially, so 2005, 2006 also. And one particular tree has taught a lesson that when I put NPK to it, it had borne more fruits than leaves. But not a single fruit was edible because each one fruit was having worm, which was not the case for 2005, 2006 when I didn't use this. So what it made me think, when we put medicines, NPK, that chemical in the ground, that attracts insects probably. And then you have a pesticide to be sprayed. If you don't do this, you will not get a single fruit to eat. So we are spending more on giving chemicals to the ground, spoiling it, then spoiling the fruit quality and feeding them to consumers. So I personally felt, I have to do something else. So slowly I took it to natural farming because organic also was very expensive. I couldn't afford that. So I saw many videos of Subhash Palekar and I added my own intuition to it. Basically, I am a very high user of Jivamrita in the ground. I don't spray Jivamrita. People say they spray it, but I use it in the ground only. Then Bijamrita is one thing which general farmers have to use this because it is like a vaccine to the kid, It has to be treated, the bija, the seed has to be treated before it is put in the ground to develop immunity. But I don't have much use of this nowadays. I don't make it now. Mulching is another thing, you have to have mulching to save water. Mulching is nothing but, the grass that grows, the leaves that grow, fall off, everything is spread in the ground only. So it saves your water. So coming to some additional techniques also I use. You can change this. Hello? Yeah. Pollination is one thing which makes the fruit setting more and healthier. Cross-pollination. And who helps in doing this? The honeybees. I have taken help from the Department of Beekeeping in Zahirabad. One lady comes, she gives me 6 to 7 boxes during mango's flowering season. And this increases fruit setting. I don't take it for honey. I use it for 2 months, then she takes it back. I'm very thankful to them. Then as a fungicide, buttermilk, the sour buttermilk is helpful. The only thing is you have to prepare it in time, It takes around 4 to 5 days for preparation. So you have to have it ready when you really see a fungus, because fungus spreads very fast. Neem oil is the best natural pest controlling thing. And we make it with Gomutra, that is Agni Astra, that is with Lasun, what is that, garlic, mirchi and Gomutra. Nowadays we are getting some traps which trap the male insects, fruit flies. Basically in the fruit flies, these lures are put in the traps and they get attracted. The male insects get attracted. They are trapped. So the breeding and production is stopped. Thereby the fruits are protected from these insects. Then coming the challenges, it has not been an easy. Let me tell you, the journey was not easy at all. It has its own challenges, small and big. You have to face them. You have to have patience. Basically, my first thing was there was no infrastructure, like roads to the village was hard. Then there was lack of trained labor. Even if you want to put one small plumbing job, you would not get a person there. Then the real battle was in selling. So I took this, I would like to share my own story in this. I took the farm in February 2005. In April, one first crop of that 110 trees came for selling, came for harvesting. I didn't even have a topographical idea of my farm actually, how to walk up to these mango trees. So that time I couldn't sell, I couldn't think of how to do this. I was working also, I used to go only on Sundays. Then that labor came out with a solution. I will buy it. His friend and him together, they bought it for 13,000 rupees. 110 trees for 13,000 rupees. Next year, they bought it at 32,000 rupees because the crop was better. But third year, then I said, no, I will go to the market, see how I stand there. And the lobby is so bad. It is like a mafia. You take, I took 100 kgs of them. I went to the market, Kottapet, in the evening, about 8 o'clock maybe. They took it down and they said, early morning at 4:30 you come, there will be weeding. 4:30, why I will come at 7:30? No, 4:30 only. By 7:30 it will go to the market, they say. Okay, accepted. So early morning we got up, we went. It couldn't be sold. I mean, he said he came at 7 o'clock, then started the bidding. There are 6 people. One person said, start, bolo, bolo, boli, bolo. 300, 350. 6 people told it was 550 was the final rate. For 100 kg of pedda rasal, my first lot. I personally harvested them. Like I took pains to take the best fruits. Then I thought, okay, only 550. It didn't even meet my petrol charge. Then I asked him, see, it is being sold in the market at 30 rupees. You give me at least 15 rupees. And a bidder, he has taken. I will take only the commission, no, 10% commission. So out of that 550, he will take 10% commission and 10% wastage because 10% will go waste. Accept. Then 40 rupees is the Hamali charges because the 2 gampas he took out, no? So 40 rupees. So ultimately I was getting 400 rupees for 100 kg of Peddarasar. I thought, oh, is it worth it? So then I forced him, okay, you keep it back. I spoke to my husband. Keep it back in my vehicle, I'll take it. It was very hard, I know what to do with these fruits. Anyway, I spoke to all my friends because there was time. It will take, ripening time will be around 8 to 10 days. So I called all my friends who were mango lovers. I told, I'm giving it at 15 rupees. Come after 5 to 6 days, they will be ripe. They were not ripe in 5 days. It took around 12, 13 days for ripening. But they were very happy taking at 15 rupees the best quality fruits. And then I never looked back for market. I started, that was my direct contact. Thanks to that trader, he made me get in touch with my direct consumers. So as the production started increasing, I took my own store. I sell from my own store. I keep about 7-8 people during season for packing and for selling. You need to do a lot of sorting also. Waste products we need to. And then empowering. This is one of the immensely satisfying thing is, I kept 2 labor families with me. They are like my children. They stay with me. And two more families walk from the village, about nearby. It is around 1 kilometer. They walk and come in the morning, go in the evening. And whenever there is too much work, I hire people from the village, maybe 20, 25 people also I hire them. So this is very satisfying to me. Okay. And slowly people are learning to understand my view about this neem cake and the other things. Now coming to the last point, this is my USP. See, having nurtured all these plants and grown them, I personally felt, this has to be shown to my urban friends, urban people who have lost touch with the ground. So I have started for the last 3-4 years. I have been doing day trips. People keep coming. They enjoy. They have breakfast. They have lunch, and evening they have high tea snacks and leave. They pluck their own flower. They pluck the vegetables. Then we have. Now I have constructed 2 cottages where people can come and stay because mornings and evenings are extremely pleasant in my farm. So I want people to come there, stay there. And I tell you, the journey has been bumpy, but it is very pleasant at the end. It is very, very happy. So I want to encourage people to come to the farm, enjoy there, and get again back to the roots. Teach your children to the methods of doing and how hard work it is for the labor. Very small, you take half kg vegetable, but you don't know how much work goes on behind that. So I would like you all to come there, enjoy. I have 2 dogs, I have 5 cows. Okay, please visit my site, Ambaji.org for details. There will be phone calls, phone numbers, and my Instagram handle is there, Facebook handle is there. I request you to see and have a visit to my farm. Enjoy there the fruits with your own hands. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Geeta ji, for sharing very wonderful and inspirational story with all participants. And you are giving a very good mantra how to do organic farming, the different techniques that you should take care. And also you shared
Yes.
what are the difficulties that comes in the while you're entering in this field. So it's a really good things to learn to the participants. So thank you so much. And I request to all joint participants to mention their questions in the chat box so that we will take at the end of the session. So now I request to all of to introduce our next speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amit, and thank you, madam, for this wonderful session.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you so much.
without wasting any time, we will go with the next speaker. Our next speaker is Miss Parul Mendirata. He is heading the business operation of Yali Textile LLP. She is a management postgraduate with specialization in sales and marketing, coupled with an experience of more than 20 years across different regions and markets as a result of driving business leader. At Yali Textile LLP, started in 2019, has been conceptualized in handmade products using only natural raw material, procuring directly from farmers, facilitating them to multiply their income, thus by adding value in improving their lifestyle. Yes, ma'am. Most welcome, ma'am. You can now take up the session, ma'am, please.
Alok, how do I get out? Can I? Or I have to be there?
You have to be there, ma'am. There will be a Q&A session for the last 15 minutes.
Okay, done.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Perfectly audible, ma'am.
Okay,
So we'll be sharing our PPT, ma'am. Kindly guide us when to change it.
sure. Thank
Yeah,
you so
good to
much.
go, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, and good afternoon to all of you. And great, ma'am. It was great knowing about your work which you are doing. It is a very ground level work, and you're doing it so efficiently. I would love to visit there, and the mangoes were very, very tempting to actually go and pluck it and have it as well. So I'll go through ambaji.org and surely take it forward. So, my name is Parul Mendirata, and I'm based out of Bangalore, handling the business for a brand called as Yali LLP, which is into textiles. So, I'm basically Yali Textiles is a conceptualization which is a part of a growth which has come out of the Registry of Saris. The Registry of Saris is an organization which basically is into take it forward under Yali as an e-commerce platform. So the whole cycle of going from the land to the loom, from the field to the farmer, and getting them finally in the hands of the audience, and then paying it back to the farmers is a chain which I have been taking care of. All said and done, when we actually talk about motivating farmers or motivating our weavers, at the end of the day, in my journey and understanding, I have realized that we all have to have our livelihoods in place, including us. So when we say that we are happy at our work, we want to ensure that our farmers and our weavers are also happy in their own livelihoods. So I, coming from an experience of marketing and sales, want to ensure that whatever we are growing and when it comes as a product in hand, it is used by maximum people to understand what has gone into the journey of making that product. So when people are buying that product, finally that money when comes into an organization, it is a very fulfilling experience when we give it back to the farmers. I would just like you to go through the presentation, which is a small presentation showcasing our work. Can I have the first slide, please?
Yes, it's loading. You can just
Sure.
give us a few moments. Yes. Yes, you can start, man.
Yeah, so Yali is called as a Yali Textiles LLP. We can go to the next one. So when I was going through this question that what inspired you to begin your business, it's basically, to start a business, there are many things which keep coming to your mind as whether I'm an entrepreneur or I'm not an entrepreneur. But when there is always one thing which comes to your mind is that, one, what is the revenue which you're going to earn out of this business? Second, how are people going to be affected? When I say people, the people are not only our audience, the people are who are involved into this. So that thought of touching number of lives and making a difference to the communities in this complete work has been the most exciting part and the most powerful journey. I just spoke about the registry of saris. It is actually a study center with an interdisciplinary approach that enables into curatorial publishing projects as well. So we do have our own publishings also. Yali has been completely into hand woven, hand spun products. So anything to do with handloom. So when I say we touch people, their lives, it is only because everything is to do with hand woven and handloom products. There is nothing which we are conceptualizing. The platform which we work on is completely to do with the touch of the hand. The most prestigious project which came out of the project which I will be talking to you about in my next slide is on basically natural colored cotton, which is in association with the University of Harvard of Agricultural Sciences. Along with the scientists and the senior professors, we have taken this project forward, starting from sowing of the brown cotton seeds to bringing them to a live product, which has already moved into the market to the live audience. This project has also been showcased in Red Fort, which was selected by our Prime Minister into the Atmanirbhar project. I will show you some pictures on how it is being displayed at Red Fort as well. Next slide, please. The problems which we are addressing in this business are definitely because we are highly dependent on nature for this. As we all know that agriculture, anything to do with land, soil, dependency on rain, dependency on the nature becomes a challenge because you cannot control these things. There are certain controls which are in your kitty, which are not in your kitty, are highly dependent on nature. It is sometimes very, very tough to measure the expected quantity which I would get on every year. It's really very difficult. I might feel that, okay, I'll get the same quantity, but it is not important to always get the same quantity, and it is a challenge for us. The other challenge is also, which I have not mentioned here, but sometimes, a brown color, if I may actually be showing you also something. One second. So when I say brown color, the effective is where we find it sometimes very challenging. So the design aspect comes into our picture, where the designers really have to put in time and effort to understand how it will come out, how comfortable it will be, what is the kind of costing which goes into it, and how it can be effective for our weavers and farmers as well. This is one of the jacket which was created as from the brown cotton collection. Next slide, please. How we are adding value to the nation and how we want to take it forward is that natural colored cotton actually is a very skin friendly fabric. You just don't sweat in this fabric as much as you can see that the count of the fabric is not more than 33 to 35, but we realize that after wearing it is absolutely medical in its properties, and you really don't sweat also into this product. We are creating awareness to maximize the use of natural colored cotton through various ways. So we do have a team which helps us, to take it forward to the larger audience. We are also trying to minimize the gap between the producers and the consumers. So when I say producers and consumers, uh, we definitely are the producers, and we feel that it should not have too many channels in between, so that the cost can be minimized and people can enjoy wearing it at the bare minimum cost. And the final goal, when at national level, is to create an environment of self-sustainability and commercial viability by empowering the local communities. When I say local communities, it is the farmers whom I'm absolutely very, very closely attached with, and I, always see their work and feel that they should get their return for sure. Next slide, please. I would pass this because we have spoken about it. Next slide, please. So this is the journey which actually I've tried to showcase in a slide, where you can see the seed, you can see the cultivation, how the the bud comes out, how you can see that opening up, and we have different stages of picking up the cotton bud out of this flower. This is how brown cotton looks like, and this is how the yarn finally comes out. From this yarn, the yardages are created, and then finally the production of the garments. There is a special element into creating this, is that each of the yardage has a selvage attached. If you can see the corner selvage, we generally don't even cut this out. We have made this as a part of our collection, so that we are not wasting anything, not even this much piece of brown cotton, as it is really very, very rare in its production. So whatever gets even left out, we try to create some pen holders, it could be brush stands, it could be quilts, it could be duvet covers, but we are not even wanting to waste any bit of it. Next slide, please. This was the project which we wanted to talk about for Shri Narendra Modi ji when he asked us to send a video. I'll be very happy to share the video in the last stage with Alok. If you want to put it on chat also, it is completely fine. Next slide, please. Okay, can we just go back once, Alok? Sorry. So basically, this seed technology is called as DDCC1, which is developed by the University of Dharwad of Agricultural Sciences, which is really very important for us as a validation for the university, because without them, it is not possible to take this project forward. Yeah, we can go ahead. Our target customers are basically internal and external both. When I say internal, the customers are the weavers, the farmers, spinners, artisans, embroiderers, and tailors. Our external customers are people who really enjoy wearing handlooms. These people could be having business, they could be even into service, but we create formal and semi-formal wears for all age groups. Our competition is the white cotton consumer. Our competition is also the slow fashion brands, and our competition is also the fast fashion consumers. It is very difficult to change your wardrobe from a fast fashion to a slow fashion, because we are very used to picking up anything what we like to pick up, and suddenly when we say that okay, no, let's stick to handloom, it becomes a challenge to actually convince. Our marketing strategies are both offline and online. We are an online brand. I have a small studio set up in the space of the registry of saris, but we are present on online also, and we follow all marketing activities, whether it is ATL or BTL. We follow all marketing activities to reach to the larger audience. Next slide, please.
दिलीप, network का काय issue आहे का बघा?
This is a cycle shown how the garment has actually been created. Starting from the sketch to how it has gone from the making to cotton, then we decided the colors, and how it would look has finally come out to be this. Next, please. So this is our journey where I've been in touch with Dr. Khadi, Dr. Rajesh Patil, Dr. PL Patil, our Vice Chancellor. All of them have been like a super savior for us to understand, because I don't come from a farming industry, but to understand, what is the importance of this complete produce, the way it happens, I actually went to the ground level to understand all of it. Next, please. We also created, the quilts out of brown cotton, which was also again done by the artisans from Dharwad University, where they did this khadi stitching on the quilts, and the quilt came out really lovely after being. Just have a picture to showcase what is the kind of time frame which they took to just make one quilt, which is under Dr. San Papama at the textile department. Next slide, please. This is the certificate which we have been licensed for the seeds of brown cotton from the university. So this is a certificate to showcase our work, which we are proud of. Next, please. So this is what the Red Fort is, and if Alok will allow for a minute extra, I would request to show the pictures of Red Fort as well. Can we just complete
Sure,
this
sure,
slide?
ma'am. Sure. We are merged both the slide.
Yeah. This is one of the campaign shots, and we had a customer feedback, so I just written it out here, and we were very happy to know that she was extremely happy to wear handloom and enjoy the fabric. That's our logo bud on the garment. Yeah, next please. This is our team where we have our creative head. I handle the business. I have my colleagues and the production manager, the design manager. Alia is the founder of the organization. Next, please. This is the entry to the Red Fort. I'll just showcase a few pictures which have been designed for Red Fort. Alok, can we have it? Yeah. So this is the display inside the Red Fort, where with the help of our creative departments, we could design it, we could showcase it, and it is still live there. So people are still visiting this place to see what it is all about. We can show these pictures one by one again. I have Praveen sir here, so hi sir. So this is again the display. It is Bija Arambha, which means the seed, starting from the seed. So this is all the creative aspect of it. Next, please. Yeah. So these are also all, the small fragments of brown cotton which have been created into a complete setup in a room. Next, please. So we also wanted people to come and experience the loom. So we had a setup of the loom done by our very, very senior weaver called as Ulga Nathan, who specially came and had sat down there and done up this loom. One of the wall displays. Next, please. This is the quilt I've been talking about. This has been done out of the small pieces left out from the brown cotton collection. And we created this quilt with the help and support from Dr. San Papama at the textile department. And people in the US, people in China, in Russia, I have got people talking about this at a very high level. But we have kept our costings at a position where we can reach up to the maximum audience through this line of activity. And a few pieces, that's another design of the quilt, and these are a few pieces on brown cotton. So anybody going to Delhi and would like to visit Red Fort, we'll be very happy to support and let you visit that, and it would be a pleasure if you could actually visit it. Praveen sir, I need to thank you. In fact, I'm sorry I missed thanking you in the beginning.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Praveen sir has been, an anchor for us from the starting of our work into brown cotton. Like whatever my learnings have been completely, with the support of people like him, because I really was at a very niche stage to know how I will take this journey forward. I don't even know how farming is done. I don't even know how the produce is done, how things are done at a soil level. But today I can, with a lot of pride, say that I'm very happy to be a learner in this stage, and I have started to enjoy. The most important thing is that if you don't enjoy, then you can't even connect at the ground level. So to connect with the ground, and it's not that it's always been a success. There have been failures also, but with the support of senior people at that level, I have never had a breakdown. Like whether it is talking about presentation on, I don't even know the cost of the ginning machine. Oh, let me learn how ginning machine is actually procured. So all these things have been a breakdown, but have also given me a lot of breakthroughs, and I am enjoying this journey completely. Thank you for this opportunity, and I would definitely like to take this journey forward year after year with the support of all people like you who have got us here to talk about the project. Thank you for the participants who are also here, and I would also learn from your journey for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, panel.
Yeah, thank you so much, Miss Pearl, to taking a very interesting story of your startup We can imagine that with a very unique variety of cotton, through that, how many things you have prepared. And it's really interesting to learn from your startup that what kind of efforts you are putting. And thank you also for to taking us a short tour of Red Fort. What are the things you have placed there? It's really interesting to look. So once again, to request the all participants to keep their questions ready, and they can put in the chat box, so that we will take at the end of this session. So now we'll request our last speaker of this session to introduce by Mr. Alok.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Miss. So thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful presentation. So quickly, we will go with the third speaker. Our third speaker is Nalini Murthy. He is the co-founder and director of Farm Fresh Bangalore, started in 2018. Through Farm Fresh Bangalore, Ms. Nalini is educating and empowering marginal farmers on natural farming and helping them to market their produce directly to the consumer. She facilitates sensitizing the rural customer on eating healthy, poison-free food by providing whole food plant-based nutrition packages. She aims in empowering farmer and committed in providing chemical-free food for the society. Nalini ma'am, you can now take up, ma'am, please.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
your PPT is already shared. You can just guide us when to change the slide.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
am I
please.
audible?
You are perfectly audible, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much for my previous speakers. It's both are wonderful presentation. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm Nalini Murthy, Director of Farm Fresh Bangalore. Farm Fresh Bangalore is a social enterprise. We are connecting farmers and consumers to provide a nutritionally balanced food to our consumers as well as sustainable income to our farmers. Yeah, next. Yes. I said we are connecting farmers and consumers. Why this connection is important? Why we have to connect? Why we started Farm Fresh Bangalore is some of you may aware in 2004 tsunami hit very badly most of the coastal agricultural lands of Tamil Nadu. In the same year 2004, after completing my post graduation in agriculture from Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, I work as a volunteer in one of the tsunami rehabilitation project. As a part of that project, we visited a farm, Kulinji farm. It was developed by Dr. Namalwar in Tamil Nadu. The whole 100 acres of farm developed without using any single drop of chemical fertilizers or pesticides. All the trees and plants are so healthy and greenery. They are not used any chemical fertilizers. It was very surprising for me because we studied more than thousands of chemical fertilizers and pesticides in my college. So I decided that's the life-changing moment for me. It is possible without poisoning the land, without poisoning our food. Food production is possible. Then I started working in that direction. I worked with the different NGOs and private limited companies. During that time, I met more than thousands of farmers. Farmers have enough knowledge on organic farming and natural farming. At the same time, consumers need safe food. But on ground, that is not happening. There is a gap. So I decided to innovate a process to fix that gap. With this idea, we started Farm Fresh Bangalore in 2018. Yeah, next. Yeah, we started Farm Fresh Bangalore. What we are doing Farm Fresh Bangalore is we are addressing three major challenges. The first thing is there is low availability of residue-free, nutritionally balanced to the consumers. The second thing is there is lack of marketing support and sustainable income to the farmers. The third thing is there is lack of business opportunities and employment opportunities to agricultural graduates. So these are all the three major challenges we are addressing in Farm Fresh Bangalore. Yeah, next. So how we are addressing this problem? The first thing is we innovated a process called economic nutritional packages. These packages will help our consumers to take nutritionally balanced food. We will discuss little elaborate in the next slides. So we addressing this challenge through our nutritional packages. The second thing is we are empowering our farmers on need-based production. So this need-based production will encourage sustainable income and it reduce marketing stress to our farmers. The third thing is, in our business, we are creating fractals. Fractals is a small kind of franchisee. So each fractal can be created and run by agricultural graduates. So these fractals will generate business opportunities and employment opportunities to agricultural graduates as well as the skilled workers. So this is the way we are addressing the challenges in our organization. Yeah, next please. Yeah, I said we are addressing these challenges. So how we are addressing, what is our innovation? How we innovated our processes? We innovated a process called, I told no, the nutritional packages, doctor recommended nutritional packages. These packages is nothing but it includes organic and naturally grown vegetables, fruits, greens, and groceries. We have packages for a single person, 2 members family, 3 members family, 4 members family. So based on their family size, they can take a subscription. Basically, it's a monthly subscription. So every week we will send a basket of vegetables and fruits and greens to their family, which is sufficient for them and which is taken care of their nutritional needs. For example, one person, one adult has to consume 400 grams of fruits, 150 grams of vegetables, 120 grams of greens per day. So based on this, we design these packages. But most of the time we are not consuming this much quantity. Why we have to consume this much is, in India, consumption of less fruits is the number one cause for death. Means number one cause for creating that lifestyle chronic diseases like a heart attack and high BP. So the consumption of the recommended quantity is that much important to maintain our health and nutritional balances. That's why we designed these packages. Through this, we are helping our consumers to consume nutritionally balanced food. Yes, please. Next. So what's the advantage our customers are getting through this package, through this model innovation is, as I said, it's taken care of the nutritional needs of our consumers. So they don't need to worry about whether I'm eating the right quantity. Their health will be taken care. The second thing is, as a subscription model, we are giving fixed cost over a season, that is 4 months time, to our consumers, irrespective of the market fluctuation. The third thing is, it saves lots of time and energy to our consumers. It's all automatic process. So once they take the subscription, every week we will send a basket of vegetables and fruits to their doorstep. Every week it will keep rotate. We are adding all the local vegetables and fruits, so they don't need to spend any time or energy on that. So they can save their time and energy. These are all the benefits our consumers are getting through our innovation process. Next, please. So what are all the benefits it's giving to our farmer is, as I said, it's a tailor-made program and the quantities to deliver to the consumers are prefixed. So now we are very clear how much we need to feed X number of subscribers for the next 1 month or 1 season. So we can communicate our need to our farmers, so farmers can grow based on the need. So this will reduce marketing stress to the farmers. The second thing is, I said we are giving a fixed price to our consumers. So we can give a fixed price to our farmers as well over a period of time, over the seasons. For example, consumers are paying 30 rupees per kg of tomato. We can give 20 rupees per kg of tomato to the farmers throughout the season. So farmers will get ensured income, sustainable income throughout the season. So this is the model and the USP of our innovation. As I said, this will reduce marketing stress to the farmers. Yes, please. Next. So what is our progress and present status? In 2018, we started with only 3 farmers and 30 subscribers. Now we have more than 3,000 active customers in our platform, and we are giving direct market linkage to more than 300 farmers. Yeah, next. So what's our future plan for the next 5 years? We are planning to give direct marketing support to 500 small and marginal farmers who are doing natural farming. And we are planning to create 5 fractals in Bangalore city to deliver food to 12,000 subscribers. And we are also planning to start a farmers foundation to help small and marginal farmers to shift from chemical farming to natural farming. Yeah. So what is the market opportunity? Why I want to show this number is I want to show there is a wide opportunity available for even all the agriculture graduates to take this business model, even for others also. If you take Bangalore city, the Bangalore population is around 1.2 crores. I say we are targeting only 12,000 families as a subscriber. So this is 0.001% of the total population. So there is a vast opportunities available. We can replicate this model to any cities in India, not even in India, across world, we can replicate this model. So the opportunity is wide. That's why I want to show this numbers. And marketing channel, we are present in social media platform, Facebook, Twitter, email group, WhatsApp, YouTube. So through social media, we are reaching our customers. Yes, next please. So this is our team. We have mentors, we have nutrition specialists, and we have a strong field team. So this is our team. Yes, next. Yeah, we have more than 50% of the consumers are traveling with us more than 3 years. We have many happy clients. So one of the client testimonial, she told, wonderfully planned. We are well. So well put together. This is such a convenience and absolute aid in the middle of my hectic schedule to get a range of great quality food automatically selected, packed and delivered at my doorstep. Thanks so much for this. Really appreciate it. Keep up the good work, and I'm your loyal customer. So we have this kind of many happy customers, and we are also so happy that we can help and save our customers to get a nutritional food. Yeah, success stories. This is a favorite part of my presentation. I want to share some success stories of our farmers. We are talking so much about organic farming and natural farming. So always we have that question whether it is financially sustainable for the farmer. So I want to share some of our farmers' success stories. Mr. Magesh, he's a natural farmer. He's the first farmer joined in our farmers community. He's from Gubi. That's Tumkur.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we have to take it a bit faster because
Yeah,
there
this
are
is
so
the
many
last
questions
slide.
also coming from the
This is the
participants.
last slide. I think I
Yeah.
need a couple of
Yes,
minutes.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So he's a natural farmer. He's doing this for the past 15 years. He's not using any single drop of chemical fertilizers and pesticide. He is growing more than 20 types of crops: mango, sapota, coconut, areca nut, carrots, cabbage. So all those things he is growing, and he is economically successful, and he is inspiring other farmers to take this. So that's why I want to share this story, so you can inspire your farmers to take this forward. The second farmer, Kiran Kumar, he is from Chikbalapur district. He is growing Bangalore blue grapes. He is doing natural farming. He is supplying for us for the past 3 years. He is economically successful. And the third farmer, he is the youngest farmer in our community. He is from Pavakada, again Tumkur district. He is growing mango, sapota, drumstick and vegetables. He sells 350 rupees, 400 rupees per kg of mango. Also, people are ready to buy it because of that quality and taste. So he's also economically successful. So I want to share this, that you can share the stories to your farmers so they can take it forward. Next slide, please. So yeah, that's all from my end. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I'm happy to have if you have any questions.
Yeah, indeed, ma'am. It's a really good and wonderful story to share about the farm fresh actually, and what kind of impact you are creating with the farmers. It's really great to know what the initiatives you have been taking, and we cannot imagine that what kind of pains you are taking. You are dealing in the such a commodity which is highly perishable, and you are trying to cater it to the community which are seeking for the organic food. So thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. And we are moving towards the end of this session. Now I would like to request to Mr. Praveen to take off this Q&A session.
Yes, thank you, Mamit. So now we are heading to the last section of today's webinar, that is question answer section. Like we had wonderful presentations from three women Geeta madam, Parul madam, and Nalini madam. Now, participants can ask questions directly to the speakers. You can click on the raise hand icon so that we can unmute you. You can ask question directly, or you can use the chat box to post your questions. Before that, I have few questions listed down. Okay, this question is related to getting the certification for the organic products. So there are many participants who are interested in getting into this organic farming, but again, they have a concern towards, okay, how to sell it in the market, whether the certification helps us to push our products and get the premium price. So I would like to ask all the three speakers if you can just throw a light upon how to get the certification for organic products.
Yeah. Can I start?
Yes, madam, please.
Yeah. Organic certification. Actually, that's a one black and white proof that we need definitely that add value to their products. But in Farm Fresh Bangalore, what we are following is, as we are working with the small and marginal farmers, one farmer owning half a land and he's half acre of land here, really he's doing a genuine organic farming. If you go for organic certification, he has to spend around 20,000 rupees. He may not be afford for it. So at that point of time, what the option we are giving from Farm Fresh Bangalore is, we are giving, if he has organic certification, that is fine. If he, the farmer is in a position to not get able to get the certificate, we'll get a self-certification from the farmer. He has to write and tell, I am doing this, this is the method I'm following, I'm growing this crop, this area and all. We'll take that as a proof and we are sharing with our consumers. This is the thing we are getting, this farmer is supplying this produce, the details are transparent, you can talk to him. This is sufficient for the consumers also. This save cost to the farmer. So this is one way we are doing in Farm Fresh Bangalore. When it comes to organic certification also, there is a way to reduce the cost is the PGS, participatory guarantee system, that will reduce cost to the farmers. This won't apply for the individual farmers. It's a group of farmers, minimum 5 or 6 farmers join together. Then inspect of third party certification, each farmer has to certify each other farmer because they know about what that farmer is growing, what he's buying and all. So this will reduce cost to the farmers in the certification thing. So this is the point I want to tell. Other than that, definitely organic certificate will help them to market their produce in a better way.
Yes. Geeta madam, whether you would like to add any points for this?
Show everything again, drop them back again at certain points. Again, you have to take them. This was not possible for me. I was working for first 10 years after taking farm. I was working, and later on, I lost interest because anyway I was able to sell, and I was proven. I was trusted by people. I have not tried certification later. And I can imagine like a 30 acres land when I am not able to get the certificate, spending some what he asked me, I think every year we have to spend 80,000 rupees. It was way back in 2011 maybe when I tried. So half acre wala what he will do?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. As ma'am said, Geeta ma'am said, trust. That is the important. The consumers need the transparency. So as long as we are transparent and we can show that.
Can I add it here? 2016, I was not there. Like I was not there in the farm for quite some time, and my labor, like my supervisor, he thought, I have not gone. He has he consulted maybe neighboring somebody. He asked, and he sprayed one fungicide, hexaconazole. That was 2016 November. So that year, next year, 2017 and 2018, I have been telling every customer who is taking that I have sprayed this particular thing in 2016 November. And November spraying, and the crop comes in 15th, after 15th April, I think I made my first harvest. So there won't be much effect, but it has not been 100% organic. I have to tell that to the consumer. If they want to buy, let them buy. So this is what I practice like this.
Okay. Thank you, madam. Yes. We have one participant who have raised their hand. Sharma, Deputy Director. Just unmute. Yes, madam, you can ask the question directly to the
Madam, I
speaker.
just want to ask a question whether this process is authenticated because if we are selling an organic product in the markets, it's very difficult because some of the chemical residues may be there in the products. So I think without certification, we can't give trust to our customer, 100% trust. And even though marketing may become difficult if we sell through the online portal system.
I agree because
Exactly, ma'am. Yeah,
I,
I agree with you. Exactly. That's why we in our portal we are giving the certification, organic certification, as well as the self certification of the farmers. We'll tell this is organically certified officially, black and white. They have the record. The other set of farmers, the situation is this: as Ma'am Geeta ma'am suggests, for a half acre farmer, it's very challenging to go and get the organic certification. So economically, it won't work, or he has to spend some 20,000 rupees in a year. He can't go for it. So he lost his interest to sell the produce. So to encourage the farmer, we are giving this option of self certification. As you said, there is a problem in authentication. So we are communicating this to our consumers. This is the way. This is the farmer. This is doing. So in future, if we find some better ways to do it, definitely. But
And one thing, ma'am, I just want to ask that
yeah,
what kind of platform you have generated for the producers to get to the market channel so that they can sell their products? Whether
yeah.
it is an app or through some link you have created.
We have our own website, ma'am, farmfreshbangalore.com. So the customers will place the orders and they are buying from our website only. It's also an
So
e-commerce
through the
portal.
advertisement and all that you have done so.
Correct, ma'am. Through social media, we are doing all the ad and all. The farmers who want to sell their produce also, they can contact us through our portal. Other than that, we have a field staff. We are directly going. We are talking with the farmers groups and individual farmers, and we are be in touch with the farmers.
Okay, thank you. I have one question to Parul, madam. Madam, in your business, you have to convince the farmers to grow brown cotton. So that is one of the major challenge. So what are the ways how you convince them to grow it, and what happens after once they grow? Okay, how does this value chain moves to become from raw cotton to apparel? So how does it works?
Uh, So, Praveen sir, the only thing which keeps them motivated is actually getting the cotton finally in the hand and, we buying back that cotton. The nutshell is that when we are giving the seeds, uh, what is important at the first stage is definitely supporting them with whatever their needs are, whether, they're looking at some monthly support, or are they looking at, the raw materials required for the sowing of those seeds, or are they looking at the supervision of those aspects, because all the time also we cannot expect them to be looking at just one produce, because they do have other produce also along with the brown cotton. The most important is, when they have white and brown both, the results which sometimes come out of white cotton, which is an indigenous product, and the results are faster, and brown cotton sometimes does not give you result. That motivation for them to have it at all times is my biggest challenge. When the rains are very high, it's a rain fed product, but at the same time, when the rains are very high, the produce goes for a toss. So if it is X number of acres and the result is coming only through a few acres, that motivation level becomes very important, for them to continue, getting this result. So we at our end have made it as a practice that, we are in touch with them, we are in communication with them, we visit them. I do have, a dedicated team which takes care of communication channel with farmers, and I personally visit, once in a month, to Dharwad and listen to their concerns which are coming in the produce. And I have personally always encouraged, because there are certain things which are not in their hands. So if the produce has not come as per our expectation, the only thing which is, going ahead is that I managed to give them more seeds for the next season, because it is a year after year after year, a project which you generally get, and the produce is only once a year, so it is neither in their hands completely and nor in my hands completely. But whatever we get, we ensure that what we have committed to, we are buying back from them.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that, you know, what is promised is promised, and the way it has to happen is that their livelihoods through this part of land has to be converted into remuneration. If that does not happen, then, I mean, all of us are into that channel that if my customers are not paying me and if they're not using brown cotton, then this vicious cycle will never be able to get fulfilled and complete. So when I am confident that things are moving in the market, that's the confidence I'm giving it to the farmers as well. That people are appreciating the journey is going to different hands, different people, they are loving it. Please don't lose your patience. We are there to support you. Come what may, even if we fail at some point, we are succeeding at some point as well.
Okay. Thank you, madam. Thanks for the detailed answer. So we have
Also,
a few
sir,
more questions.
I had,
Yes, madam.
sorry, I had missed out sharing that we are available at yali.store on our website, and my Insta handle, which I'm putting it into the chat for everybody's reference.
Sure, sure. Anyhow, we will be sharing the contact details of all the speakers with the registered participants for today's webinar. And if anybody has any questions which we were not able to take up today due to shortage of time, so you can reach out to the speakers directly over email, and even you can visit their Instagram or LinkedIn or their official website, get to know more about them. We are also going to share the PPTs that they have used for today's presentation as well.
Okay.
So I request all the participants kindly check your chat box where we have posted the details of our upcoming webinars also. You can register for those. And also Manage CIA is hosting a lot of other programs. So you can visit our official website. If you just type Manage CIA in Google, you'll get the first result. You can visit our official website and click on the recent updates icon where you'll get to know the events that Manage is doing. And on behalf of Manage CIA, I thank all the three speakers of today and also the participants who have listened to the speakers and asked relevant questions related to today's topic on organic farming. On behalf of Manage CIA, I thank everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody.